Hey Taurus, welcome to Eternal Mindfulness. What if I told you that the biggest financial and life-changing opportunity of your lifetime is right around the corner? That's not an exaggeration. This isn't just another year, another horoscope reading. This is a cosmic event so rare that it only happens once every 333 years. And it has the power to change everything. For the past few years, you've worked hard, grinding, pushing forward, hoping for a breakthrough. But maybe you felt like something was blocking your success, like the money, love, and recognition you deserve have been just out of reach. Well, get ready, because in February 2025, the universe is about to hit the reset button on your destiny. A powerful astrological alignment between Jupiter, the planet of abundance, and Uranus, the planet of shocking breakthroughs, is about to flood your life with opportunity. Think unexpected windfalls. Think sudden promotions. Think once-in-a-lifetime financial luck. It's the kind of energy that turns ordinary people into millionaires overnight. The kind of shift that can take you from where you are right now to a completely new reality. Are you ready for that kind of transformation? Drop a comment below and declare it to the universe. I am ready to receive my new era of abundance. Now here's the catch. Not everyone will take advantage of this energy. The cosmos is laying out opportunities, but only those who know how to align themselves will be able to harness this once-in-a-lifetime fortune. Taurus, this isn't just about luck. It's about timing. In Buddhist philosophy, we are taught that everything in life is a result of cause and effect. What you've been building, working toward, and manifesting, it's about to return to you in a way you never expected. But if you're still holding on to past fears, doubts, or limiting beliefs, you could block the very abundance that's trying to reach you. That's why in this video I'm going to show you how to activate this energy and turn it into financial breakthrough, the exact signs to look for so you know when luck is about to strike, the key actions to take in February 2025 to secure long-term wealth and happiness. Do not click away. This is the most important video you will watch this year. Because if you're watching this right now, the universe is already sending you a message. The only question is, will you listen? As you stand on the threshold of this cosmic shift, you may feel an inexplicable sense of anticipation, a quiet knowing that something is about to change. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's the subtle pull of the universe aligning in your favor. If you've been sensing an undercurrent of restlessness or a feeling that you're on the verge of a breakthrough, that's because you are. Taurus, your life has always been built on stability. You are the steady force, the foundation upon which others lean. Your strength lies in patience, in persistence, in the ability to cultivate something from the ground up. But even the most grounded of signs must sometimes embrace transformation. The alignment of Jupiter and Uranus is a rare celestial event that doesn't simply nudge you forward. It propels you into a new phase of expansion. Jupiter, the planet of growth and opportunity, magnifies everything it touches. When it enters your sign, it acts as a cosmic amplifier, enhancing not just your material wealth, but your confidence, your vision, and your ability to recognize opportunities that once seemed out of reach. It is the great benefactor, the force that reminds you that abundance is not just possible. It is inevitable when you align yourself with the right energy. But Jupiter alone is not what makes this transit extraordinary. Enter Uranus, the wild card of the zodiac. This is the planet of disruption, reinvention, and unforeseen breakthroughs. Unlike Jupiter's steady expansion, Uranus shakes the foundation, forcing growth in ways that are unpredictable yet necessary. While some may fear its unpredictability, those who embrace its energy often find themselves on the receiving end of life-changing shifts. opportunities that appear seemingly out of nowhere, financial windfalls that defy logic, and personal transformations that alter the trajectory of an entire life. Together, these two planetary forces create a dynamic tension. One expands, the other disrupts. One brings blessings, the other clears the path. And for you, Taurus, this means that the very structures you've relied upon may begin to shift, not to unsettle you but to make room for something even greater. If you have been feeling stagnant, if your efforts have seemed to yield only incremental progress, this is the moment when the tides turn in your favor. Imagine standing at the base of a mountain. You've spent years climbing step by step, often feeling as if the summit is still out of reach. But suddenly the clouds part. The path ahead becomes clear. And for the first time, you realize that the journey has not been about struggling to reach the top. It has been about preparing yourself to handle the view once you get there. This is what the universe is offering you now: clarity, acceleration, and expansion. The careful planning, the hard work, the patience, all of it has been leading to this moment. The only question now is, will you trust the road as it unfolds before you? For many, change can feel unsettling, especially for a sign that values security as much as you do. But what if this shift isn't about losing control? What if it's about gaining something even better than what you originally envisioned? The key to navigating this period is not to resist, but to lean into the energy of possibility. You don't have to force anything. You simply have to be open, observant, and ready to act when the universe places the right opportunity in front of you. The principle here is simple. When the river flows, the wise do not fight against the current. They move with it. A tree does not resist the wind, but bends, allowing itself to grow in new directions. Likewise, this is your moment to trust in the timing of your life. The right doors will open, the right connections will be made, and the right opportunities will arise, not through force but through alignment. So take a breath. Feel the shift around you. Your golden era is beginning, and all that is required of you is to meet it with readiness. The energy surrounding you right now is not just about growth. It's about acceleration. Taurus, you have always understood the value of steady progress. You know that true wealth, whether material or personal, is not built overnight but through discipline, patience, and an unwavering commitment to your goals. And yet, there are moments in life when preparation meets opportunity, when the foundations you've carefully laid down are finally strong enough to support something greater. This is that moment. The convergence of Jupiter and Uranus is not subtle energy. It is a catalyst. Where Jupiter expands, Uranus disrupts, but not in a way that tears things apart. Instead, it forces you to break free from limitations you didn't even realize you had. You may have envisioned your financial growth or career success as something linear, a path that unfolds step by step. But the nature of this alignment suggests something much more dynamic. A breakthrough. A sudden, unexpected shift that fast-tracks your journey in a way you never anticipated. Opportunities like this do not wait for hesitation. They arrive swiftly, appearing almost out of nowhere, and they favor those who are prepared to act. If you have been contemplating a career move, negotiating for higher pay, or considering an investment, this is the time to step forward with confidence. The days you choose to take action matter, and the upcoming dates align with the highest point of this energetic shift. Imagine a door that has always been locked, one you have knocked on repeatedly with no response. Now suddenly it swings open, but only for a brief moment. You can stand there debating whether to enter, or you can walk through and claim what is waiting on the other side. Financial success is often misunderstood. People believe it is reserved for those who are either born into it or stumble upon luck. But in reality, wealth is about alignment. It is about being in the right place at the right time with the right mindset. And more importantly, it is about recognizing when the tides are shifting in your favor and moving with them instead of against them. Those who cling too tightly to what is familiar often miss the very opportunities that would have brought them abundance. If you are being called towards something new, whether it's a job opportunity, an investment, or an entrepreneurial venture, trust that this pull is not random. The universe is not just offering you a chance at success, it is creating the conditions for you to step into it. But it will not do the work for you. There is a lesson here about the nature of prosperity itself. Money, like all things, flows. It is not static, nor does it belong to any one person indefinitely. It moves to where it is welcomed, where it is used wisely, and where it can grow. Just as a river does not cling to its past course but follows the natural path that opens before it, so too must you allow yourself to move where opportunity leads. This does not mean taking reckless risks. It means understanding that security does not come from standing still but from adapting to the changes that will ultimately strengthen you. It means knowing when to hold firm and when to leap forward. And most importantly, it means recognizing that the moment you have been waiting for is already here. If you have ever asked for a sign, this is it. The question now is, will you take it? Love, much like the seasons, moves in cycles. It is not a static force, but one that evolves, deepens, and sometimes shifts in ways we least expect. Taurus, as an earth sign, you value stability, loyalty, and the comfort of the known. You seek a love that is steady, dependable, a love that lasts. But just as the ground beneath us is not truly motionless, neither is the energy of our relationships. And now the universe is signaling a shift. This change is not meant to unsettle you but to elevate you. If you are single, you may soon find yourself drawn to someone unexpected. Perhaps they enter your life suddenly, without warning, through a chance encounter or an unplanned conversation. They may not be your usual type, and yet there will be something about them, an undeniable pull, as if you have met them before in another time, another place. The reason for this is simple. You are stepping into a period where connections are no longer based solely on familiarity but on growth. The people who appear now are not just companions, they are catalysts. They are here to teach you, to challenge you, to shift your perspective on what love can be. And if you are already in a relationship, this is a time of renewal. Every bond, no matter how strong, goes through phases of change. Some relationships fade because they resist growth. Others become stronger because they evolve together. The energy surrounding you now encourages honest conversations, the kind that strip away misunderstandings and replace them with clarity. If there have been unspoken tensions, they will surface, not to create conflict but to be resolved. If distance has grown between you and your partner, now is the time to bridge it, to remember why you chose each other in the first place. Love is often misunderstood as something that is either found or lost, but in reality, it is something that is nurtured. Just as a tree does not remain the same year after year, it sheds leaves, grows new ones, strengthens its roots, so too does love require change in order to thrive. Some moments will call for patience, others for action. Some relationships will deepen while others will naturally come to an end, not because they failed but because their purpose has been fulfilled. And that is something to honor, not to resist. To truly embrace this new phase, it is essential to release any old narratives that no longer serve you. If past disappointments have left you guarded, ask yourself whether that armor is protecting you or holding you back. If fear of the unknown has kept you from taking risks in love, consider that the greatest connections often come from the moments when we step outside of our comfort zones. There is no such thing as perfect timing, only alignment. When you meet the right person, or when your current relationship reaches a turning point, you will not need to force anything. Love does not arrive through control. It arrives through openness. This is not the time to overanalyze or hesitate. It is a time to trust, to remain present, and to allow what is meant for you to unfold naturally. So if you feel a shift in your heart, if you sense that something is changing in the way you relate to others, know that this is not your imagination. It is the universe aligning you with the love you are truly meant to experience. The question is, are you ready to embrace it? Taurus, as you step into this new cycle of transformation, your external world is shifting. Your career is expanding, opportunities are multiplying, and your relationships are evolving. But true change does not begin outside of you. It begins within. Without internal balance, even the greatest success can feel overwhelming, and without clarity of mind, the best opportunities can go unnoticed. That is why this moment is not just about financial breakthroughs or love. It is about strengthening the foundation that holds everything together, your well-being. You have always carried a deep sense of responsibility. Whether it is for your work, your loved ones, or your future, you approach life with a steady determination that others admire. But sometimes, the weight of that responsibility builds up. Your mind becomes restless, your body feels tense, and you push forward even when your energy is depleted. This is the challenge that often comes with being an earth sign. Your nature is to build, but you must also remember to restore. Right now, the energy surrounding you is shifting toward renewal. Just as the seasons change, just as the soil must rest before the next harvest, your body and mind require moments of reset. You may notice that you feel a natural inclination to slow down, to step back from the constant demands of the world, and to give yourself space to breathe. This is not a sign of laziness or stagnation. It is alignment. The key to navigating this period lies in small, intentional habits. True strength does not come from pushing yourself past your limits. It comes from knowing when to replenish. If your mind has felt scattered, meditation or deep breathing exercises can help center your thoughts. If your body has been sluggish, gentle movement, whether it is walking, yoga, or stretching, can restore your energy. And if you have been feeling drained, nourishing yourself with the right foods and enough rest will do more for your success than sheer willpower ever could. There is a principle that teaches us this. When the water is disturbed, it becomes cloudy. But when it is left still, clarity returns on its own. The same applies to your mind. When you are constantly in motion, constantly striving, the answers you seek can feel distant. But when you allow yourself moments of stillness, insight comes naturally. You begin to see what truly matters. You begin to make choices not out of exhaustion or urgency, but from a place of awareness and purpose. This is the time to honor the connection between your physical and mental state. A strong body supports a clear mind, and a clear mind leads to wise decisions. This is not just about self-care. It is about self-mastery. Because the truth is, prosperity is not only about money, success, or external rewards. It is about having the energy, the health, and the mental clarity to actually enjoy what you are working for. So as you move through this transition, ask yourself, what small shifts can you make today that will lead to a stronger, calmer, more energized version of yourself tomorrow? What habits have been draining you rather than restoring you? What would happen if, instead of constantly pushing forward, you allowed yourself to realign? This is your opportunity to rebuild from the inside out. And when you do, you will find that success is not something you chase. It is something that flows naturally toward you. Life is not meant to be lived in repetition. It is not simply about survival, about following the same routines, making safe choices and avoiding risks. You were not placed in this world to exist in the shadows of hesitation, but to step into the full magnitude of your potential. This new era unfolding before you is not just about luck or fleeting opportunities. It is about purpose. The universe is aligning in such a way that it is no longer asking you to wait but to act, to claim the life that was always meant for you. Taurus, you are a builder. Your nature is to create something lasting, something real. You value security, but deep down you also crave meaning. And right now, everything is shifting to push you toward what you were always meant to become. The presence of the number 333 in this cycle is not a coincidence. It is a sign of transition, a signal that the groundwork you have laid is finally ready to support something greater. This is a moment of expansion, not just in material wealth, but in the depth of your experience, in the way you show up for yourself in the world around you. There is a principle that speaks to this. When a river flows, it does not question its path. It does not resist the bends, the obstacles, or the unknown ahead. It simply moves forward, trusting that the course laid out for it will lead to the vastness of the ocean. In the same way, this is your time to move without fear. To stop doubting whether you are capable, whether you are ready, whether success is truly meant for you. The truth is, you would not feel this internal shift, this stirring of anticipation, if you were not already prepared to take the next step. The key now is action. Not reckless, impulsive movement, but intentional, bold steps forward. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need to see the entire path ahead to begin walking it. What matters is that you trust in what is calling you. Fear will always try to convince you to wait for the right moment, but the right moment is never something that arrives. It is something you create. Ask yourself, what have you been holding back from? What idea, what ambition, what longing has been quietly waiting for permission to be pursued? The energy surrounding you now is not here to make your dreams feel distant. It is here to make them tangible. But you must be willing to step toward them. This is not just about career or wealth. This is about stepping into a version of yourself that is no longer defined by hesitation. About knowing that abundance, success, and fulfillment are not external things that only happen to others, but states of being that you can embody. The doors are opening. The momentum is building. And the only thing that determines whether you walk through this chapter with confidence or allow it to pass you by is your belief in yourself. You have spent long enough waiting. Now it is time to step forward and claim what has always been yours. Taurus, take a deep breath. Can you feel it? The shift is already happening. The energy around you is no longer the same as it was before you started this journey. Your awareness has expanded, your vision has sharpened, and deep down, you know that something greater is waiting for you. This isn't just about astrology, nor is it just about luck. This is about the choices you are willing to make now, in this moment, that will define the next 20 years of your life. You have always been someone who builds steadily, someone who values security. But what if security wasn't found in staying where you are, but in trusting yourself enough to move forward? What if everything you've worked for, every lesson you've learned, every challenge you've overcome was leading you right here to this very moment, when the universe is giving you permission to step into something bigger? You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to know exactly how everything will unfold. But you do need to decide. Decide that you will no longer let hesitation hold you back. Decide that you will no longer wait for life to happen to you, but instead take action toward the future you know you deserve. What will you do with this opportunity? Will you let it pass by, telling yourself you'll act when the timing feels more certain? Or will you trust that the timing is already perfect simply because you are here hearing this message right now? This is not just about financial success. It's about stepping into your purpose, about embracing the relationships that truly nurture you, about taking care of your mind and body so that you can sustain the success that is coming your way. It's about believing that you are worthy of the life you've always dreamed of. And so I ask you, what is the first step you will take today? Will you finally act on that idea you've been holding on to? Will you allow yourself to believe that love, abundance, and happiness are yours to claim? Will you begin treating yourself as the person you are becoming rather than the person you've been? Leave a comment below and declare it. I am ready for my new era of prosperity. Let the universe hear you. Yourself hear you. And if this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button so more people can receive this guidance. Subscribe so you don't miss the next steps on this journey, because this is only the beginning. Thank you for being here, for opening yourself to this transformation, and for allowing me to be a part of your journey. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, trust yourself, trust the timing, and get ready. Your life is about to change.